Oh, I turned the music off on accident. My microphone on. Oh my god! I'm back! How long has it been? 3 months? Oh my god! I've returned! God, I just want to do a small just chatting stream because I have done so much in 3 months, and ultimately, I haven't told you about, like, any of it. I want to see how you guys are. How are you? I don't know if anyone's even here. Hi, if anyone's here, how are you? I'm doing amazing, if you care. Oh, I'm just seeing in the replay, my thing's glitching out again. One of the reasons I didn't stream, my VTuber completely broke. All the way. I couldn't open the app, I couldn't open the files, it was... Ugh. It's gross. So hard to fix. Just kidding, I literally just left it alone for a while and put it in new clothes and just fixed it up a little bit. I think it was a thing to do with the like the bones. That it had too many bones, so I cut down on the bones, so there's not really much of a hair wiggle anymore. Which is sad, but yeah. I'm moving my mic really quick, I'm sorry if it gets loud. I'm moving my food. I haven't ate yet. If you actually follow me on TikTok, you know I've been actually locked out of my house for the past half hour. Funny story. I get locked out of my house a lot, actually. I had to call my grandma to let me in the house. And I realized, oh, half the command strips just fell off my computer. I have all my wires command stripped to my computer. Make sure my mic's on really quick, because that's been an issue I've been doing really quick, is not turning my mic on like an idiot. Because that's what I am, I'm an idiot, a little small idiot. You'll also notice I have a new background. I stole a random image off Google, and that's what I'm using, because I'm rebranding right now. Oh god, I hate rebranding, but I literally cannot keep a consistent ideal, so I've picked a small group of pictures, and that's what I'm basing it off of. And I'm trying to text my sister right now. She keeps asking me what I got for dinner, and I got sausage. And I'm trying not to make dick jokes, but it's so hard. What was I talking about? I was talking about how I was locked out of my house. Yeah, I was locked out of my house. I was sitting in my window well for 30 minutes waiting for my, someone to come home. I did realize after a little bit that, I could just call my grandma and she would let me in my house. And she did. Wow. This is... I don't know what happened, but on my end it's going great. On everyone else's, it's going extremely poor. But I doubt it's gonna let me change my settings. Now I'm hoping it's recording audio this time. Streaming. Okay. Not gonna let me change it. I'm not gonna try and mess with my settings on stream. That seems like a pretty bad idea. But yeah, I've also been making TikTok content now, which I'm going to make a little compilation of and put on my YouTube, which will be fun. Because I started doing doubloon stuff as well. And I accidentally clipped myself. Oh, I am... What? I am so confused. I haven't used Twitch in so long. Jesus. I got confused by a notification Yeah. Unstable? Me. I was planning to do a little bit of Minecraft today, but I don't know if we will get to it if this keeps glitching. I'm just pulling it up on my phone to see if it's just my computer being a wiener, or if it's, my stream. Am I back? Oh god. Hi, have I returned? Okay, it looks like I am back. Well, that was lovely. I don't know what, oh, I accidentally closed Twitch. I'm actually gonna pin one of these and then try again. But it does look like I kind of fixed my, my little issue with the, shit graphics. I'm just gonna close that really quick. What was I talking about? What was I talking about? I talked about how I got locked in my house. Oh yes, I'm making content for once. I'm working on, well, if you actually watch my YouTube channel, you'll find out that I did a RLCraft series and that all the world files were deleted, so I'm doing other small stuff right now. So I just got Dead by Daylight. I'm really excited to play that and put it up. And then what else was I doing? I, out of the pity of my soul, I made the balloon fanfiction and put it on AO3. I am currently debating on doing a dramatic reading of it, like a loser. As well as I've been making a lot of TikTok content in the past couple days. What else have I been? That's a really good question. Please don't say my stream just crashed again. No. No, don't crash. Overloaded. Video settings using faster encoder present. God. Stop. Stop it. I can't do that while I'm streaming. I'm gonna try and do this again. Oh my god, it's almost like it's not going to let me. I'm gonna wait till it crashes again, and I'll change the encoder. Holy shit. I'm kind of just waiting for my stream to crash, to be honest. It'd be kind of funny. Because why would we get through a stream without it crashing? Jesus. Oh, I can see my little stupid channel. Oh. Video. Creator dashboard's what I was looking for. I don't remember what I was talking about. It's been happening a lot lately. There's a thing I was gonna talk about, which is the whole reason I decided to stream today, and I've completely forgot what it is. And it's not that I'm almost failing math, which is why I haven't been streaming, or the fact I haven't been doing any of my English work. I'm gonna scroll through my TikTok and my own TikToks because I'm a fucking loser and see if I can remember what it is. Because it seems like I've been leaving myself notes in my drafts and private videos with like little messages and then forgetting about them instead of putting it in like notes app or reminder. I've just been leaving myself like little messages in my fucking my YouTube, not my YouTube, my TikTok drafts, because who knows? I don't know what I'd think of half the time. I cannot remember for the life of me what I was gonna talk about. Oh, I was gonna try and get back on a Minecraft thing. No, I wasn't. I was talking about, I've gotten more games. More games. I actually haven't brought. I'm eating right now. Because I'm cold and hungry. I got more games. I got Dead by Daylight now, and I'm planning to maybe do a Windcraft series, like the server. It just depends if I can talk to people or not, because I have no friends. I think I have one friend who streams, but they stream variety, and I really don't. I stream horror and I stream Minecraft a lot, so. How's chat doing? Even though there's probably like no one in chat. God. This is a good brownie. This is the school cafeteria. Oh, I was gonna talk about school. I'm not doing too hot. Quite a few of my classes. I'm doing good in drama. That's about it. So, I know I don't post a lot already, but you might see an increase of posts, you might not. My grades are shit. You'll probably see an increase because I love to procrastinate. Oh. There's been a lot of interesting things happening at my school. I don't know how many I can talk about without, you know, being doxxed. I've been accidentally finessing women. I'm scared of women. Why do they keep talking to me? Also, someone called me hot today and I panicked. That was weird. I'm probably gonna end this stream at like 20-30 minute mark because it's so bad. And because I have to cook dinner, but it's so bad today. Oh, it's buffering again. Why is it always buffering? I'm gonna put my food down. Yeah, I haven't really been up to much. I'm really excited that I got Dead by Daylight, though. It feels so weird streaming again after not streaming for so long. It's so weird. Apparently I have an unban request. Oh my god, it's the fucking guy again. I don't want to talk to him. He's a bit of a dick. I don't know why he keeps trying to be friends with me when I've made it obvious I don't want to add him on Discord. And also, he kind of was a big dick. Can I leave messages for users on a Intercrest? That'd be great. What you guys been up to? I'm actually probably gonna end the stream about now. I just wanted to say hi. I'm not dead. And yeah. So hopefully I'm making more content soon. Hopefully I end up actually finishing, making all the art about the same. I actually started with the, all the banners for my, panels on Twitch, so they're all the same now, and they all match. Nothing else does, because I'm switching to red, because that has been the color I have decided, because I like red, so like purple.